Yay! We got it right.
Welcome to the Friday edition of Cocktails with the
It's
Princess.
Friday.
Yeah, man, it's been a rough week.
It has been a rough week, hasn't it?
It is, man. We had a huge storm. The power went out. Then the next day, our air conditioner broke.
Actually, the air conditioner. Yeah. Monday was the bad storm.
Right. Then the power went out.
Tuesday,
Air conditioner went out. Power went out again on Wednesday.
And stayed out.
Stayed out. And it's been a long work week. So here we are.
Here we are. It's Friday.
Friday, it's cocktail time. We're having a nightcap. You got the great Albert King playing in the background. He's playing Honey Bee,
Which is a hint for tonight's cocktail.
which is the Stinger. Yes. So, the Stinger, you can actually make a couple of different ways. There's all kinds of Stingers, actually. You can have the Stinger we're going to make is with cognac and creme de menthe. But you can make it with whiskey and creme de menthe, and then it's an Irish Stinger. I mean, they have all different kinds. But we're having cognac and creme de menthe.
Works for me.
Now, the other thing about a Stinger is some people think you should put it in a coupe glass or a rocks glass. Now, we're putting it in a rocks glass with crushed ice here because they say it's a lot of alcohol, and so it's nice when it's diluted with the ice. But some people, the original way, I believe, was just to put it in a coupe glass and just drink it straight up. We're having it on ice. So they recommend, if you're making it, at the very least, get good, clear creme de menthe, because I guess it makes it or breaks the drink.
Because you can get it in green, I guess. And
Yeah.
who the hell wants? Yeah.
Yeah, they say if you mix it green, it kind of looks a funny color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have, I don't know what kind it is, but it's got a pretty label. It's, so I'm going to open this up.
It's good stuff.
So
The guy at Steve said it was the good stuff.
it is Steve's Liquor here in Madison, who does not sponsor us
No.
yet. Yes.
Yeah, they didn't have the good stuff at Woodman's.
So, and this is Heinz Cognac Fine Champagne VSOP.
Aren't they the ones that make the ketchup? Oh, that's Heinz.
Heinz.
I
This
got
is
it.
Heinz.
Heinz.
I don't know.
Another
I
cork.
just love all these cork tops.
I do too. The sound they make is awesome.
So the other thing about the Stinger is some people think it should just be stirred. Some people think it should be shaken. And the people who think it should be stirred say, no, don't shake it. But we have our new cocktail shakers.
We do. Look at
So,
that, baby.
We're going to shake it today. And then we're going to strain it. This is a strainer that gets put over the top that we're going to use to pour
So
in.
professional.
It is, man. So we're going to get some ice in our shaker. I also want to point out our experiments with craft ice. You can see this is kind of clear.
It's got some clarity. That's right.
It does. It does indeed. So we're wasting it in the shaker.
Yeah, I found a whole lot out about clear ice. I never filled you in. I'm not going to talk about it now.
We'll
but
save it for another episode.
Yes.
So, I got my ice in the shaker there. And then it is 2 ounces, 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
That's what I was going to say. There's also, so the recipe we're following is from Imbibe magazine.
Ah,
And it says,
one of my favorites.
yeah, really, it says 2 to 1. Sometimes people say it's 2 to 3/4, 2 parts to 3/4 parts. Some people say it's 1.5 and 1.5, but we're using this recipe. So it's Papa's secret recipe. Isn't that from the Waltons?
Papa?
Yeah, you know, on the Waltons there was like the secret recipe.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, there was.
You were a bigger Waltons fan than I was.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
I don't either. It's
So I think this is 2 ounces.
it ought to be.
Oh, it's just an ounce in it. Oh no, it's 2 ounces. Because this is an ounce.
Yeah.
So there's like a half mark. We'll just guess.
Just
tonight.
guess.
And actually,
Be generous.
I did it backwards. I think you're supposed to put the creme de menthe in first.
Well, you're gonna shake it.
That's what I was going to say. I'm not certain what it makes, what difference it makes. So you put the little cup on the bottom, I believe. The
Hold on.
top cup here.
Don't hit it.
But then you turn it, and then you.
So is this one drink or 2 drinks
This
are
is
in there?
one drink.
One drink in there.
So I think you're supposed to shake it for 15 seconds.
I'm making shaker sounds just in case.
Yeah. Okay, I can't get these.
I was gonna say, don't hit it too hard, because
No, I think you're supposed to knock it.
yes,
But then you're supposed to turn it into this little cup.
I got
It's really
it.
cold. Ooh, it's frothy in there. See, that's what the people who say it
Oh.
should be stirred say if you don't want it to be frothy, but we'll see.
We don't care.
Yeah, we do. And then
Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. Look at that.
it is. We're not even done with it yet.
No.
But you can see it seems to be a lot of liquor, so that's why you have the ice.
Yep. Well,
So-
if you took the ice out, it wouldn't be nearly as much.
Yeah, no, this is true. But they say it gets better with dilution. So what do you
Better.
know about the Stinger?
I don't know a lot. It's like I looked it up in a number of places, and it isn't like some of these others where it has this interesting, history of this person and that person. All it said was that it showed up in the early 1890s
In New
during.
York.
What's that?
Some people think it's a New York drink.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I read.
They termed the 1890s the golden age of cocktails.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? And other than that, they said the Stinger remained very, very popular, shaking it, until the 1970s, when it fell out of disfavor, or it fell into disfavor. And it's sort of like, what the heck is that about? I mean, it's like, what happened that
So professional.
it is. It's impressive. What that it was like no longer in favor. Who knows?
Yeah, that it's the thing I read said it's an older drink, but it's a very good drink supposedly. And
Before we get to the cheers part,
we're not to the cheers yet
Oh,
because we're
oh,
going to garnish.
because
it
I got
with
something
mint.
else to say. Mint.
All right. Well, I want to show the mint garnish. I
Okay.
don't know how this is going to work,
I don't either.
but
It's
we're going
some
to find out.
pretty
So,
big freaking mint.
well, they say you take your mint and you peel off the lower leaves. Been trying to up my garnish game.
I see.
I don't know if this is going to really do it. But then you take the stems together and get the minty thing. The mint flavor is in the veins. So you either have to slap it because you're breaking those veins
Seems
or
downright
smack
cruel.
it. Yeah. So that you get that minty flavor. And then you give it a twist. And then you pop it there on the top. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look pretty?
That does. That's lovely.
Because we're getting professional.
We are. Oh, and I can really smell that mint.
Yeah, it's from the smacking.
It
Anyway, I think you can
is.
back up a little bit, Ronald.
I wanted to zoom in to make sure people could see the mint craft.
The craft mint, yes.
So what I wanted to say was that the other thing they said about the Stinger is that it appeared in some movies, and so I checked out the one was, I believe, High Society,
Yes.
and that was one with Bing Crosby in it. Bing
Yeah.
Crosby and Frank Sinatra, I think, were in that one.
It's true.
But the one that I actually watched a fair amount of was, and I never remember the name, so it's Kiss Them For Me, that had Cary Grant and Jane Mansfield in it.
Yes, and that's where they had a lot of stingers.
They-
They drank those in the coupe glasses.
They drank them in the coupe. They drank them. They had pictures of them. It's sort of like the whole movie. It's almost like about stingers. You could almost forget Cary Grant and Jane Mansfield because it's about the
I
stingers.
just have to say, look at these. Don't these look fancy and nice?
They are. They're lovely. They look beautiful.
My God,
Okay.
we are.
Oh.
I can tell you're working on your photography skills.
I am. Come on. It's the only part I have. Let me do it.
It's great. Anyway, here is the stinger.
Yeah, the stinger.
Yeah.
Let me grab one. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Cheers.
Oops. Cheers.